Call to order the Parks and Recreation meeting for September 2025 is now in order. Call to order, roll call, Mr. Sharretts, item number 2.
Sure. Wade Pollock.
Here.
Peter Lake.
Here.
Joseph Catrombone.
Here.
Caitlin Foy.
Here.
And Rose Vanicolo.
We'll have a moment of silence. And stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Item 4.1, consider approving the agenda. Do we have a motion? And a second? Second. A motion was made by member Foy and seconded by member Lake. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed? The motion carries unanimously. Item 5, public comment for agenda items only. Seeing no members. Item 6.1, consider approving the minutes from the August 7th, 2025 meeting. Do we have a motion?
Motion.
A second?
Yeah.
A motion made by member Foy and seconded by member Venicola. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, the motion carries unanimously. Item 7.1, Public Works Update. Mr. Sharretts, please.
Certainly. I'll just share a few things that we did during the month of August in the park and trail system. We spent a bit of time doing, besides the fact that we go 3 times a week and check and inspect for damage and clean and pick up trash, et cetera. We did do landscaping, branch cleanups, et cetera, throughout the parks. In Drexel Lodge, we had to work on repairing the footbridge over the upper pond. There was some deteriorated wood up there. We did that. There had been, and I can't remember if I had reported this the last time, there had been some vandalism that had taken place at Drexel Lodge. So somebody had broken into the soccer association's equipment locker, and they had gotten some of the spray marking paint that they use for putting the lines down on the grass. And vandalism took place on the playground set, on the walking bridge, and also in the nature trail on some of the trees. So we were able to clean off everything off of the playground set. We were able to clean off everything off of the walking bridge. The trees, we can't get equipment all the way back there, and getting spray paint off of the bark of a tree is next to impossible. So we're waiting to see if it kind of comes off in the rain by itself. We could paint over it with brown, but I hate to add a second layer of paint to a tree. So we're watching it. But if you go there, you go on the nature trail, if you see blue paint, that's where it came from. We've done tree trimming. There was a tree that had come down on the nature trail, and we cleared that out of the way, as well as there were some branches hanging over the bocce ball courts that were still caught from that storm in June, and we had those taken down. The bocce ball courts are back in service again. We got the new turf in. The guys took apart the wood framing. They had to take apart a couple of the layers of stonework around it to be able to get into it, then pulled the old turf out, made sure that the drainage stone underneath was in good shape, put the new turf back down again, put this stonework back in place again, and then put the framing in. So the bocce ball court has been getting heavily used since then. Marple Newtown Recreation's bocce ball league has been using it 3 nights a week for a couple weeks now, and Dunwoody still uses it once a week. So and there have been a couple of weekend pavilion events that have asked specifically about using it, so I know it's getting used. Other than that, we did some landscaping at the paper mill house. The Meadow Preserve, we've been doing a bit of grass cutting and landscaping and cutting back. I know we did share that the bollards that PennDOT required at the Meadow Preserve driveway have gone in. So that was part of their requirement to make sure that when the driveway starts getting more heavily used at the Meadow Preserve, that people coming in are like entering, making a right, and leaving, making a right, so that there wasn't a hazard there. So all that equipment has been put into place, And now the Meadow Preserve driveway could get used a little heavier. Yeah. So there is a private property sign that's Episcopal's. The driveway itself sits on Episcopal's property, but the public has use of that driveway to get to the Meadow Preserve. The township has ongoing discussions with Episcopal about some of the signage and about, making sure that nobody's discouraged from getting to the preserve. There were a couple instances where bees needed to be addressed in the parks. Bees tend to set up shop underneath some of the playground equipment at this time of year, so we've been addressing that. And the last thing I'll mention is that several times during the month of August, we had to go around and water all the trees that have been planted in the last couple of years. And that is my report.
That's the time, a few times I've been to farm, if you will, it does a lot. I hear frogs. They there, Bill?
They are there. Right now, a lot of algae grows, even though the bubblers are in the ponds, there's a lot of algae there. But if you really sit there and watch for a while, you will see that they're swimming around underneath it. And I do hear frogs jumping in when I walk over at different times, because I tend to go at early morning and those kind of things. We have looked at finding ways of addressing the algae that grows in there. I've been holding off though, because the township engineer is working on the plan for either the repair or the removal of the two dams that are at those two ponds. The DEP is requiring, similar to the Greer Park situation where we've got to address the dam there. The two dams at Drexel Lodge need to be addressed, and they've been working on what that plan would be. Again, DEP's preference would be the dams come out and there not be man-made ponds. The township engineer has been running the scenarios as to what that would look like one way or the other, or splitting the difference and fixing one versus removing them both. And some presentation will be given at some point in the future. But that's part of the reason why we haven't put a lot of energy into the algae situation right now, or dredging those ponds, until we know whether the work that is going to take place on the dams would negate the need for it. Yeah, there are environmental benefits to having it go back to be a natural stream again. But again, that'll be discussed in public once they determine, what the real price and what the job would look like. It is possible, sure.
Work, we would have the library involved, EAC, Trails and Greenway, whoever there, have some over here.
We had not discussed that, but it's a great idea.
Yeah. Or maybe have the officer and his dog
again.
Yeah, well, we didn't have it in the spring.
yeah.
'cause-
No, we had,
Did we? We
Boy,
didn't
was
have,
it one of
no.
the
Oh, yeah, got canceled because of the heat
Oh.
this year.
Wasn't there.
He was at a lot, I think he was at a library event. It was definitely in something, it wasn't Parks. and
Weren't you there?
Yes, I wasn't. I must be getting old.
I'm pretty sure we had it.
Really? I thought we
Angela was
can't,
there and
I thought it was, we did the rectangular or the octagonal, rectangular schoolhouse. We did, public works, no, but we
No,
did the
that's a
firehouse.
Oh, yeah.
What was the third one?
Steve planning.
Seed planning over at Drexel,
Oh, right.
and that was
For
it.
starters, yeah.
Okay.
We missed the dog.
Okay,
You must have missed it.
all right. So yeah, that's a possibility as well.
Okay.
So I'll reach out if anybody, wants to reach out to anyone.
We'll add that to the agenda to discuss in detail.
In October, and then we'll
Yes.
do it probably like the second week in October before the, Halloween stuff starts happening.
Yeah,
We did get invited again officially invited to the, firehouse.
What date is that?
Event. I can't,
Would that be the 10th, October?
I
Or
thought it was later than that. Heather
It's like
Roberts.
right near Halloween. It was last year, I don't know.
no, what date were you looking at for
Oh,
other event? Um,
October 25 is the firehouse event. Sorry, I just wanted to get that.
what day is that?
October 20, this Saturday, October 25th, at 4 to 7.
That's not the bingo night, is
No. No, it's like a trunk or treat
it?
kind
Oh,
of thing.
that's right.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
It was a lot of
I
fun.
missed that last.
Heather and I were there.
Yeah, I'll
last
be there.
year.
That'd be.
I mean, Caitlin and I were there last year, Heather running it.
Yeah, let's not take the glory away from Heather.
Was there?
You won't be going to Disney World anytime soon.
So what do you think about a date for the other? Do you guys have any dates in mind for the other event?
Oh,
It would have to be like a daytime, earlier. I think, there's a lot of soccer happening.
Yep.
There might be a league on the field at that point. I could reach out to Richie now about what times might be good. Maybe we go between practices or games for, if we have it for half an hour even.
We're only gonna do it for half an hour?
No, just that, I don't know how much time we'll have to be on that field over there.
Do you wanna pick a date before you ask Rich? or-
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
what about in September, so,
September,
yeah, September or October.
late September?
What about October 11th? Did you throw that date out? What's before all
Do that.
the,
We're gonna have the Newby Park event and dedicate, although I think we're just gonna work that in with George's guys as we can, and we'll just send it out to the team.
Saturday, the 18th is the Garrett's Way Harvest Festival. That draws a pretty big
Yeah,
crowd.
Right.
Saturday, October 25th is the Culbertson Elementary Pumpkin Fest.
It's off to the
Trunk or treat.
firehouse.
Yeah,
It's also Firehouse Trunk or Treat. So what if we did early and beat the Halloween rush and did October 11th?
All right.
Is that too soon to pull all this together?
No,
no, that'd be.
I think it's gonna be kind of impromptu. Easy stuff. George is.
And
gonna
this
have-
is, and this is again, basically like the children's series, right? So
Yes.
that's the focus. I guess we'll want to check and make sure that Angela is able to
Okay,
Angela, yeah.
work with that, work with whatever date we propose.
What age group are you hoping for? Not to discriminate, but like, were you targeting a certain,
but normally that youth series, they're young.
like
They're like 4
3
to
to 6?
8 or something, or
Yeah.
Okay.
new
3 to 8.
newborns to 8,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
But I think we could include anyone and everyone to this,
That's great. Yeah, I don't mean to exclude. any ages.
Yeah, it's geared toward the folks that come to Angela's programs, but
Great.
a family would of course be welcome.
So maybe like earlier, like morning or, yeah, late morning,
Yeah, before nap time and all that.
before
got
the
to-
2 o'clock crash.
Yeah, that's right. We have run into the 2 o'clock crash.
Yep.
So would you do it like 10 to 2, or would you do it just like an hour, or?
I mean, from our standpoint, an hour is plenty.
Okay.
But if you have a police component or if you have other components that'll add on to it, although again, at that age group, their attention span won't be that long.
Right.
They'll be rotating quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found 45 minutes just like that's the max you can
Yeah.
have with
Yeah.
these children.
Is
So it'll be
like,
outside, and then if it rains, it would be inside?
I guess if it rains, we're gonna, just not have it. George has his equipment in the building and outside the building, so they go
The
back
kids
and
wouldn't
forth.
want to be out.
No,
No.
no, I don't think parents would want their
Yeah,
jacket
right,
strollers.
the
yes.
parents don't want to be out in the rain.
Well, wait, getting sick for one day.
Yeah.
Right.
I wonder if maybe earlier, because I feel like then you're running into soccer
About
games.
10:30 to 11. Well,
How about 10 to 12? I think a 2 hour, maybe a 2 hour window
Window.
would give us
yeah.
more opportunity.
And I think her programs are usually 10 o'clock, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, they're
great.
either
So we
10
should
or
be
11.
consistent
That's
with what they do.
Yeah, this year they were 10. Last year we did some at 11, but they were all 10 this year.
So are we calling it like municipality building rear park or
I don't
like
know. What do you think?
renaming it?
I mean, so the last time when we did it, we did the public works area and then we brought them around to the playground out back.
Right.
And, that worked out well. Part of it's going to depend on how many other entities get involved with it.
Right.
If Boya and the police get involved, then I could name it something else. But this was really a rescheduling from the summer of
Yep.
the series.
Maybe we should just leave it Parks and Rec and Public Works and the library,
And the library.
instead of getting all the other committees involved, and the police department.
It is kind of short notice, I guess, so. That way we have better control and Angela has people sign up on her website. And that way we control how many kids are going into George's building because he doesn't want to be overwhelmed with kids.
Right, we actually, the one year we had to do two separate ones. There were so many children that signed up that we broke it into two
Right.
different groups.
But they loved it.
Great, 10 to 12, October 11th.
Right, but I will reach out to EAC and the Shade Tree just to see if they want to do something with that area over there because we've discussed it before. I don't think they've ever had any kind of formal dedication or any kind of event over there to have people show up, have they?
For what area?
The tree planting over in the park across the street.
Oh. I mean, at the time they made a big deal out of it at the time,
Okay,
but that's actually a few years ago now.
all right, we'll just bag it then. All
Yeah,
right, bag it,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of short notice and and I think we're limited on parking here as well. If some.
Well, yeah, because there's probably going to be sports going
Yes.
on.
And the field. Okay. No, I'll reach out to Angela and she handles most of it anyway. We just kind of communicate back and forth a little bit. And then she'll probably actually reach out to George herself. He's right here.
Yeah, and that's fine.
And so should we have ice cream or water ice or, something there? I don't think
It's
we've
gonna be-
used any of our budget this year. We could ask. something.
We certainly could. Let's ask her what she thinks.
Okay.
As to what could work for.
Okay,
Yeah, because October 11th, it could be chilly, so maybe, hot chocolate and pretzels.
It might be.
Oh, well,
yeah, you never know what you're getting.
yeah, yeah.
I don't want to hand hot chocolate out to smoke
Yeah.
over.
No, how about just, how about
I
But-
water and
So-
budget and I think it's a good idea. I could go set it up with Sugary and get a tub of rice and the little phones
and then you could get some little munchkins.
But we do
Yeah.
give them their little construction hats and their little vests, so
Yeah.
they get something.
Yes, and
A
there's a
takeaway.
craft usually there as well. Angela
Yeah.
will have a craft
Some sort of coloring thing.
related to construction vehicles or something.
Yeah.
Right, so I ask her about food and then I'll just reach out to you.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't have-
So are there any other events that I did say we're going to the firehouse thing? Anybody wants to go there can. go. I think, Steve is going to try and get us some kind of banner made to put on our table.
Cool,
Okay.
cool.
I gotta do the sign, I think, or is that in place of it?
It's in place of it.
Okay, great.
Yes.
I don't know. I wasn't sure what.
I think we had something hokey last year.
We didn't really have anything last year. But, okay, so they'll order like a cloth banner.
Some-
Parks and
yes,
Rec, and
yes,
Use it for all the tabling events.
yes.
Great.
Discussion and possible action on collaboration with Shade Tree Commission regarding parks cleanup, weeding around the newly planted trees. So, again, this area over here, from what I understand, Dave, the arborist, has said that some of those weeds that are in those containers, if you will, fencing is actually protecting and helping the trees to some extent. I'm not sure how, but he's an arborist, so he would know. But there are some that need to be weeded up. So, it's not our responsibility, but they are in the parks and I think it's to our benefit to help maintain them. We spend a lot of resources in that area, so I'm not sure who would take the lead on that. I did reach out to Shade Tree Commission. I have not heard back.
Who's that person? The head?
Trish Adams. I did reach out to her. So perhaps I'll reach out to the vice chair there.
Yeah.
Who that is, okay. Rob.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Okay, well.
We know the vice chair.
Well, I think they've been in.
So Rose is gonna reach out to Rob. Yeah, it's just if we could coordinate something, I don't think it has to be anything real formal. We could probably just communicate with the committees and see who wants to volunteer and I think Cindy has set up some of the, what's the web pages you use?
For the invite thing?
Yeah, the invite thing is it's online.
Yeah, how many are coming?
Yes, that's it. Yeah. Sign up Genius, yeah.
Yep.
So perhaps we should, I'll reach out to Sheila and see if she wants to have Cindy as a point of contact for that.
He'd love it.
And,
He loves to do that.
I don't think we did anything with the police department this year, especially if we didn't do something with Boyus, so
Right.
maybe I'll reach out to Chief Lund and see if he wants to have volunteers there as well.
That'd be cool.
So I guess now we'll just concentrate on Brookside for that.
I think that's a good start. And then-
In the spring, maybe we'll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Newby.
Have there been any trees planted at Newby? Very few.
Yeah, very few have been planted over at Newby because it's so shaded already.
I remember you did plant some there. It was like maybe 3 or 4 or 5.
Yeah.
But that was about
Yeah,
it.
there was a small number after, I think after we started taking down some of the ash trees.
Yes.
But even now, I mean, there's so much shade there that it's tough for a tree to get started.
All right, so old business item 9.1, update and possible action on rock snake art project at Newby Park. So I sent everyone the picture of the snake. It's over in George's building right now. Harry and Lou helped set that up, get it started. And Peter came over. I think it's, what did you say, 24 feet? Is that what-
Yes, it's 24 feet roughly. Yeah. But it's gonna get wider too, right? Because we have to. Because some of the rocks were piled on each other. Wade was good with a broom and just flatten it all out. It was good.
So you think we're gonna have like a mortar area in between the rocks, the bigger ones? So there are gonna be some leftover rocks. Did talk to George and Harry about possibly another spot over at Drexel Lodge Park, where there's just kind of dry, nothing grows there, and
It's just by the bathrooms.
yes.
Yeah.
So
It'll look great with the mural.
So we, I think, I don't know if we have to cement them in because
Kids would be throwing them and
Yeah, they definitely need to be.
stucking them in them. Then they'll be hitting them with a mower.
just lay them in. It's kind of like a rectangular shape. Probably like 1 foot by 8 foot or something.
A walkway, just a little walk.
Next to the walkway. So I guess we'll have to figure out, once we're done, how many rocks we do have left over. If anyone else has any ideas on what we could do with them. Send me a message. And I guess we'll discuss that in October after this rock snake project is complete.
So do you have a time where Harry is gonna have his,
Template.
the template?
I think he's gonna start soon. I'm not sure when, we would have to do it on a Saturday because we want to have as many volunteers there as we can. It's gonna have to be somewhat of a quick operation with wet cement. So, Harry's still working that out. He's brainstorming things.
Yeah, but if you wind up with a deadline, we'll meet it.
Oh,
You wanna do it in September then?
I don't know. What do you guys think, as far as the date goes?
No, we got. Thirteenth, 20th, or I'm available. I'm available. No,
Okay.
either 20 or 27.
When's Joe's birthday? We don't want to step on
Yeah.
Joe's birthday.
It's coming up. Monday, this coming Monday. I'd say do it, say the 13th, and if it's raining, then, oh, you can't, or
Okay.
say it the 20th, say it the 20th, and
You go
then,
with the 20th, Caitlin?
I could do the 27th.
yeah, I can. 27, good. Why don't we do it? Then, yeah, well, the following Saturday is October 4.
Then.
8 o'clock, get there early.
8 o'clock.
Well,
I mean, I'll verify that. We haven't had a date to go by, but, I'll make sure.
Saturday, September 25th, that's when we're setting the template.
In the.
We're gonna actually set the rocks into the.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll prep it ahead of time.
So what kind of material is it? Is it liquid?
So are we inviting like the,
I think so, yeah.
I think
yeah.
8 a.m. is too early
Oh.
for the newbie neighbors.
Yeah, that's right. On a Saturday, they're all sleeping in about 9 a.m.
10.
Oh, all right, 10 a.m.
I guess, you think 2 hours would be enough? George, you probably have a better idea than any of us. It's 24-foot long, gonna be wet cement.
You'll have many hands though, so
He'll have the foundation in then. I'll
Oh, yeah.
come over and help him with the foundation when he puts that in.
yeah.
Um,
And I mean, we'll put down the base and all that we'll have everything ready to go so that it could start at 10 o'clock.
And how long does it take? I mean, you'll have the trench dug out and you put the concrete stuff in.
There's gonna be a concrete base,
Right.
it's dry.
And then a fresh one put on
Oh.
top that the rocks get
Oh, okay.
put into.
And you just spoon that out and let kids put it.
I don't think we're gonna have kids.
Just us?
I think, any adults that we could get. I don't know that we want kids to do it. I don't know.
Yeah, that could be.
I thought the neighbors are, I think I am just.
No, I think we want neighbors, as many neighbors as we can
Adults,
have there.
adults.
Yeah.
The children are not helping with this. It's okay to not let them, I think it would be chaos.
They're grades 1 to 5. So, I couldn't imagine a first
I
grader.
just see 3-year-olds crawling all over it.
I thought
No,
we were
that's right.
I thought we were eventually.
And that's after, yes. And that'll probably be on an in-service day where the
Okay.
teachers, because they're the most important part of this, is having the teachers there. They did all the work, or most of the work, and then have the school board there as well. Members and Leonard or any of the other supervisors who want to be there.
Right.
Steve and George and whoever.
How do you advertise?
I guess I'll go over and start knocking on doors near Newby Park, and asking folks.
Wait a second. Okay.
We're going north. It's like politician.
Paid a flyer
Yeah, that's what
and had it approved. And it'll say, rock snake,
installation.
installation, families welcome, and then I'll say, children, playgrounds available for children to play while adult neighbors assist with falling
Okay,
rocks or
okay.
something like that.
And then they have to keep the kids under control.
Yeah.
So bring husband, wife, and the wife or the husband goes over there.
And then
maybe
we could just throw some
Put
flyers
something
in
in that flyer
mailboxes
saying
around that
early
area.
Yeah.
dedication
Yeah.
for the kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Just so.
We don't have time for canvassing
Okay.
the newbie
No.
neighborhood.
It could be a long project for you.
My wife likes me to go out of the house and leave her alone a lot, so.
Oh, well, you don't have the shore to go to.
Can I use the picture that you
I have a better one. I'll send you that.
I have one with Wade at the end.
That's what I did. I sent that.
Oh, did you see
everybody,
Wade over
yes.
there?
But I have a better picture. And it just turned out better. It looks more like a rock snake.
Right.
And we'll just say like 10 to 11. I think we're more likely to get volunteers if it's an hour or
Yeah,
less.
we're-
Yeah.
Well, and the cement's gonna dry, so we're gonna wanna put the rocks in
Yeah.
pretty quick.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect,
What do
perfect.
you think?
There's additives. There's a slower drying
Mhm.
cement. There's different cements. There's a quick drying cement. And I think you can add some additives to it as well. And if we go over, we go.
Yeah.
Does that work for Public Works at that time?
It should, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we got quite a few things coming. Good. This November is gonna go quiet. You know, until the spring.
We have the trick or treat. I'm gonna ask Steve for the banner.
October 25th, 7.
Right, October 11th.
Yes.
Angelo, Public Works.
And a noon. Shade tree at Brookside.
Did we come up, we didn't come up with a date for that, did we?
No,
We're just gonna,
they should get
figure
back
something
to
out.
us, yeah.
for the, weeding trees. So, Rose, you're gonna talk to Rob and and just communicate back. And I don't think we need to really discuss in detail in public that, it's just, we're gonna weed trees. I
Right.
don't think anyone's gonna be offended. So once we come out with a date with that, we can just send something out to all the other committees and see who wants to come and I'll send an email over to the police department, to see if they want to follow.
I don't think that there's a scheduled one coming up in the near future. They are doing that one. They are looking at doing one that would be on, I think, Ashley Road, continuing that neighborhood planning project, but I don't think that's on a weekend. If I remember right, I think that took place during the week last year. No, I do think that one does take place in the fall, but that's during the week.
Additional business, does anyone else have any?
No, good.
So George has got, trees growing. He's got a little greenhouse over there and he's got potted trees that I think one of the Eagle Scouts was involved with creating some trees and stuff, so. I don't know if it would be worth it for you to reach out to the high school and see if there's a horticultural organization over there that might want to come over weekly and water or something.
Well, we've been watering them all season. I mean, they're about to go dormant and we're gonna put them
Wow.
up in the tree nursery up at the top of the hill. So everything you see on the side of our building, there's probably twice as many already up on the
Oh.
tree nursery and
Wow.
within sometime in October, we'll migrate everything there up into the tree nursery and put wood chips around it and it goes dormant for the winter.
I just wonder if the Shade Tree Commission would want to get some youth group involved with that.
Yeah, there is, the high school has a gardening club. And we've worked with them before on some things. And we may reach out to them.
That might be something you could talk to Rob about too, Rose. And I see all that work that's being done there, and I know that there's a push to put trees in our community. Something I thought I'd bring it up. So nobody else, additional public comment, there is none, so we're adjourned.